Hobbies outside of school and stuff. So being in a PhD program and being in academia is really taxing on me and my brain and, how much I think and stuff. So when I'm not at school or research, I like to do things to like unwind and not think as much. My family was a really big like TV family growing up, so I have like Netflix and Hulu and like Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video. Like I'm set, like TV for sure. But other than TV, I really just like bothering my dog, buying plants. I have the luxury of living close to my family during grad school, so they live about an hour east from here, and so I get to visit them as often as I could. I really like funny shows. I really like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like that was throughout high school kind of my show to watch. But I've watched it so many times I can't really watch it anymore. I really liked Friends for a while when it was on Netflix, but then I started hating Friends because it's kind of problematic and the worst actually. But I was really into it for a while. My mom really likes reality TV shows, so I'll watch those so I could have something to talk to her about. So I just watched a season of The Bachelorette, and it was really interesting, but it was pretty entertaining. Definitely my family. That's just the classic answer everyone's probably gonna give. I love living close to them. But again, as I mentioned, being a first-gen student, it's kind of limited, how much specific support I can get from them. They're always gonna give me the blanket support that I need and everyone needs. So I'm really appreciative for that. I'm learning more and more to kind of lean on my lab mates and my PI, especially when I'm feeling really stressed out and overwhelmed. And people in my department, people who started the program with me, you kind of form a cohort, and they just know exactly what you're going through, and they're just great to kind of vent to and feel where each other are at and learn and grow together. I really like that aspect of it. And my therapist, I go to therapy every other week, and something I've been doing since my second year. So I'm a really big advocate for people doing that if they find it useful, to kind of seek that help and kind of practice discipline again and kind of force yourself to go, because there's some weeks that I don't want to go, but I found that it's been really helpful for me building relationships with people, especially people at school in my lab, because I'm a generally pretty private person, so those things don't come super naturally to me, but it's almost necessary, I think, for graduate school to do it with your mind at ease and with minimal stress. And I think that's really important, because you can do a PhD by yourself and be miserable and be really stressed out, or you could let everyone help you and turn that into a positive thing and graduate with your PhD with your mental health. I think is more valuable than getting a PhD without it. So I love research. I do feel fulfilled by research. I feel pride about the research I do. But that's only a component for why I decided to pursue grad school and a career in academia. The promoting diversity, inclusion, and equity in science and at universities, that's really what's most important for me. I feel like that's where I make the biggest impact, because not all underrepresented minorities have the opportunities that me and my peers have. We've been supported by professors and people and mentors to get to where we're at. So I feel a strong sense of pride about that, that they're investing in my success. And I just want to basically prove that people from my background can climb the ladder of social mobility through higher education. I think that's really important. When you see someone do it, it's proof without you needing to hear them talk. But I think that's where I like to kind of take it a step further, and I really enjoy like community outreach and talking to the public. I've become, since starting graduate school, just really passionate about like teaching science literacy, because it's definitely an issue in our country. But in general, I think we can do a better job, the public school system could do a better job teaching science literacy. And talking about alternative careers options in biology that are outside of the medical field is another big passion for me, because especially students from underrepresented communities, they don't really get that education. They know biology exists, and they know that's what you typically need to, you know, enter medical school and things, but that's kind of all I knew after high school, and it's kind of unacceptable to me. And just I felt that current generations shouldn't have to learn those things on their own. So I really like going out and talking and teaching about science literacy and alternative careers, because like I said, that's the impact I feel best about. But of course, it's, you know, I love the research too, so it's a mixture of the two.